My name is Tony Litt. I'm the MD of Sunrise Radio, and it's my immense pleasure to bring you the official Sunrise Radio podcast. We are the #1 commercial Asian station in the United Kingdom, with many firsts to our name, and we continue to be the voice of British Asians who have given us their love and loyalty over 30 years. It's a legacy we cherish and a responsibility that we don't take lightly. Our aim has always been to entertain the listeners with the best of Bollywood and Bhangra, while also addressing their concerns. A real voice for the community, a vibrant community, and a great nation. We are proud to be British and Asian. This podcast is a compilation of some of the things we do on the station, with a stellar lineup of presenters who each have their own personality and style. It's entertaining, informative, engaging, and we hope you will enjoy it here as a podcast if you are unable to tune in to the radio. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your family and friends about this podcast, and do leave us a comment on what you think. We'd love to hear from you. All the best always. Team Sunrise.
The UK's biggest station mix. Sunrise Radio.
Hi, this is Anushka Arora. As always, lovely to have your company for the Sunrise Radio podcast. And this week, I have another special guest on the show.
We speak to the cruise director, Danny. Danny, welcome to Sunrise Radio. How are you?
Life is good. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for taking the time out and speaking to us, Danny. Now, let's just get a little overview of your day. As a cruise director, what does your day entail of?
All right, so I roll out of bed about midday. Oh, I wish. No, I normally start the day about 7:30, wake up time, jump in the shower. Then I immediately jump onto my computer and check my emails. I have two options. I can either check my emails in my room, I have a computer there, or I have the computer, of course, in my personal work cruise director office, where I also do my filmings for the Today Show for TV. So every single day we have a filming that we take place just to inform our guests of the program or what's happening every single day to keep them in the loop. That's then followed by meetings. So I have meetings with the hotel director, guest relations, the manager, and all the kind of headline acts that really run the ship. Of course, all of our crew are headline acts, to be totally honest with you, but we congregate, we come together. We kind of had these meetings that revolve around feedback from our guests in terms of giving the guests the best vacation possible, and we try to make it unique and to each individual. So that's a huge factor, is taking care of our guests and giving the best experience. And of course, that works via families, couples, children. You know, we want to engage with everyone. And then come evening time, more meetings about meetings, and then come the evening time, it's time to compare, look after the shows, and late evening, sometimes we have theme nights, 70s nights, 80s night, we get in our time machine and we just have some fun, you know.
Now, Danny, you have just told us that there's so much that's in your day. I mean, we've been here for a few hours since this morning, and we've seen an outstanding amount of stuff that is happening on this cruise. How do you decide what you put on a cruise as a cruise director?
It's great. So we have a lot of collaboration, particularly with Shoreside. We have We Will Rock You, the musical, on board here. So, of course, that's a huge headline act, a huge investment from the company just to give this outstanding show, you know. So we have guest entertainers that come on board that are also sought through by Shoreside. We have acts that have worked for the company for years, and we also have, you know, up-and-coming talent that we also recruit. So it's a really exciting process that happens predominantly with Shoreside. They give us the talent, and then we schedule the talent, we get it approved Shoreside, and then we launch it, of course, for our lucky guests to enjoy.
And does the entertainment stuff kind of vary on destination, the kind of people you have on board?
Yeah, it can vary. I mean, this is Anthem of the Seas that we're on now right here in Southampton, but on Serenade of the Seas, the previous cruise ship that I just finished at the end of July. What happened there was these were 4 and 5 day cruises out of Tampa, Florida, and these were party cruises. Wow. You know, average age is about 30 years old. You know, they're a little bit older on this one, so just a little bit. So it does vary. And then, of course, in terms of the entertainment, I mean, you're not going to be inclined to have that much of a 60s or a 50s show, of course, when you've got, you know, mainly 19 to 25-year-olds. Unless they request it. If we have people that come on board who want something like that, we jump at the chance. We're opportunists. You know, we want to try and please people and, of course, create those memories and those adventures. It's a big part of it. But it varies from ship to ship, of course, from itinerary. But, yeah, we, of course, revolve around ages, demographic, where we're sailing out of, you know, and we also cater to different, you know, cultures that come on board. So it all has to be taken in consideration. And then the whole whole package, including dining, revolves around, who we have with us.
And how much did you get to party over those few days?
I mean, well, when was the last time I partied? I haven't partied since last night. No, I haven't. It's been a while, actually. I've just been so busy. This is my first cruise back here on Anthem, my first on Anthem of the Seas. Of course, as I said, I've done Serenade to the Seas there prior to having a break and then coming here. So it's been pretty epic, but it's been so busy. The time has flown by. We've just had the previous We Will Rock You cast leave us because they just done 8 months here on board. So, of course, we get a new cast. So they did have a few drinks last night. It was a really nice send-off for them as we welcome, of course, our new cast of We Will Rock You, who on this very cruise are going to be launching for the first time for them. So there's a big buzz and a big energy revolving around that. I'm a previous singer myself in cast, so it's really nice working with my singers and our dancers, and we just love the talent, and it's so nice. Sometimes we get the chance to socialise, and you've got to look after your team, right? Of course you do.
Absolutely. And Danny, a final message for our Sunrise Radio listeners nationwide who are listening at the moment, who potentially want to be booking a cruise on the Royal Caribbean.
Okay, so the final message for me, if you're looking for adventures, memories, a good time, and that's not just for you, but for the whole family, then come and join us right here. Anthem of the Seas is sailing out of Southampton this very cruise. Then we've got the crossing to New York. So it's huge. In terms of variety, we've got Wonder of the Seas, of course, that was launched this year. We've got Utopia next year, and a whole new class with Icon of the Seas. We're really turning heads in the industry, not just with Royal Caribbean, but in the industry when it comes to being innovative and just celebrating entertainment. That's what we're doing right now. We're really engaging with new and being revolutionary. We're up against so much talent out there when it comes to Disney and what have you. On a global scale, we're doing some huge things in entertainment. So come and see us.
Well, thank you so much, Danny, for taking the time out and speaking to us. It's been an amazing, amazing experience today. So thank you so much.
Listen to our Bollywood queen, Anushka Arora, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. weekdays on Sunrise.